Hi class, this live lecture will be brief. I just wanted to go over a few things. Welcome to Professional Law or Ethics and Law. I always want to say law first. This course, summer session 2. My name is Tony Howrigi and I'm going to be your guide through this course, which it's obviously really important for our field. I'm a licensed and marriage family therapist, and I too have uh, learned a lot about law and ethics over the years. So I'm excited to be talking with you about it and just how important it is with what we do, and just the privilege we have in being in people's lives and what that means and what that entails and the situations that we're in. This class is a fully online class. It is not hybrid. So everything will be fully on in Blackboard. And so that means that you need to really be willing to work independently. Um, you have every ability to contact me. Inside the syllabus is both my email address and phone number. If you do call and I do not answer and you leave me a voicemail, please tell me who you are. And same if you decide to text message me, please just convey that you're in my class, because otherwise I don't know and I could think you're a client. I myself have a private practice and I'm a clinical supervisor for a couple different sites for people who are going to be therapists. And so there's a lot of different things going in and out of my phone, and I can't keep track of everyone. So just be clear with who you are and don't take personal offense to that, because I honestly just won't know. Um, so please contact me with questions, but a lot of this course is going to be requiring you to read your textbooks, participating in discussion board. I will post the lecture every week. And there's a lot of resources within learning activities as far as extra videos to watch, articles to read. All that's on you to do. Some of that is not mandatory, some of it will be. But again, that's on you to do. And the more you do, the more you're going to gain from this course. Um, I am a professor who doesn't accept late work, not because I'm a mean person, but I want to prevent the person who is trying to calculate how late they can turn something in without missing only so many points. Like, I don't, in my life, don't have time for that. And so I'd much rather you guys be doing your work in a timely manner, doing it on time. Now, I understand life. I understand this life. Our world is crazy right now. And so between COVID and just all these other factors, um, I understand that things come up and stuff happens that's unexpected. And so if you just clearly communicate with me, I have no problem working with you. I just don't want people to be negligent of their work and just expect me to bend over backwards for them. So please just be mindful of that. Like, you have a life situation occur, death in your family, a situation in your home, life is just really overwhelming and stressful, you're having a hard time. I have a heart. Talk to me, email me, we'll work it out, we'll make it happen. Um, so I don't want you to not communicate if something's going on, but the more you communicate, the better we can work together. So I just want to reiterate that, because that's something that is important. These 8 weeks, if you haven't taken courses before, fly by so fast. And then you're just going to go right into the fall semester. So I just want you to be mindful of that with the late work. We do have two texts. It's Issues in Ethics and Helping Professions. I want to say Corey and Corey textbooks. You're going to probably do a lot of them throughout the program. They are really great. I really like them. I feel like they're easy reads, pretty clear to understand. Um, I think the OPS program, or online professional studies, the behavioral sciences, counseling, psychology, do a great job picking out the textbooks. So that's one book. And then the other one is The Basics of California Law for MFTs, LPCCs, and LCSWs. Now, it's the seventh edition. For some of you that get books that maybe you get them used, or maybe you borrow or whatever, some of these editions might be the most recent. And so the most recent ones are the ones with the most up-to-date laws. So just be mindful of that. But that book is definitely something to hold on to, especially if you plan on practicing in California. Okay. Um, Now, our goal in this class is to educate you in these areas, because liability is a huge issue with being a therapist. Um, and you get stuck maybe sometimes in ethical situations, like maybe this isn't illegal, but is this right? And so we want you to be aware of those things and hopefully help you to be prepared. Also, too, nowadays, when you become associates, which this may seem far off to some of you, and that's after you've graduated, now as associates, you have to take the law and ethics exam. Before they'd have you wait till licensure. It's nice to do a little sooner because you're a little sooner from school. But it's important. You're going to be questioned on these things. And in our field, law and ethics is taken very seriously. So how we correspond in this course, like on a weekly basis, would be through discussion board. So you're going to have a discussion board each week. Now, week 8, I'm not going to make you do a discussion board. You already have your capstone due. There's a lot going on. So it says 8 points here. I'll give everyone full credit for the last discussion board. But you'll have a discussion board each week. It's due the week. So week 1, day 7. Okay, week 2, day 7. Week 3, day 7. Week 4, day 7. Week 5, day 7. Week 6, day 7. Week 7, week 7. Please really try to be thorough with your responses and with your responses to your peers. I know towards the end of the semester, as a professor that grades things, obviously, I start to see like the responses dwindle. So just try to be mindful of that. I know sometimes it can feel very repetitive, but it's good for you guys to have the dialogue and the interaction, and you can really learn a lot from somebody else in their post. So you'll have discussion boards each week. There is a lot of writing in this course, and I do apologize because that can sometimes seem overwhelming. You have 4 different papers. Each one is worth 75 points. And then you have a capstone project that's 150 points, which is a 6-page paper. Now, I will offer extra credit towards the end of the semester, but I usually my extra credit is a course evaluation that you can choose to fill out. I'll usually, like if for some reason you miss a discussion board, I'll do some sort of writing assignment to replace the missed discussion board points. And then I also encourage students to turn in the capstone early because I have to have all grades completed by a certain time, and it's not really that long after the semester ends. So if you could, turn it in early, I will give extra credit points. It's usually week 8, day 2. Now, your discussion board is not due week 8, day 7 because I have to have the grades turned in the next day if that was the case. Your capstone. Your capstone is due. I think I put in here week 8, day. Sorry if I'm giving you vertigo by going through this so fast. Week 8, day 3. Now you have a final exam that's due week 8, day 5, but your capstone project is due week 8, day 3. So please be mindful of that. Most other stuff is due day 7, but that specific assignment is due earlier just because it's bigger and I have to go over everybody's before I can turn in grades, okay? So just be mindful of that. There are 3 exams. Now, the exams are very much the textbooks, okay? You have to look through your textbook and you have to kind of scour them a bit, okay, for the right answers. So just look through your text, look over the reading each week because it's important for your exams, okay? And obviously for your exams, you can use your book, but if you're opening it for the first time, when you start your exam, it's going to take you forever, okay? So I just want to let you know that. So I'm really excited about this course and what you're going to learn. I try to respond to you guys as quickly as possible. I usually, for larger assignments, I'll have about a week of just trying to grade and get everything back to you. Discussion boards I try to do quite quickly. But again, if you have any questions, I'm a very open person. Please call, email me. I try to respond as quickly as possible. Some of you have had courses with me before, possibly. So you kind of are familiar with me. Others of you have not, so you'll get to be familiar with me. So I look forward to it. I look forward to hearing from you. Just be mindful on discussion boards. You're talking to people, so you want to be appropriate and kind, and just be mindful these are people you're going to come across over the time in the program. So, sometimes we can take things very personally, or maybe we write something that could be seemed as rude or inconsiderate. And so just be thoughtful of that as we write and respond to each other, that we are all people who are going to be around each other and want to respect each other as colleagues and as future clinicians. And so just be mindful of that right now, please. And I think that's it. So every week you'll hear from me. Sometimes you'll see me. Sometimes it'll just be the screen. But I hope that this is maybe makes your learning a little bit easier, or maybe it brings to light some things. But I definitely the first week like to go over the syllabus because I know there can be some confusion. So anyhow, I look forward to these next 8 weeks, and they will go by super fast. So I will talk to you soon, class.